Hey guys, we got a very special mini episode for you today.
We do.
We are taking a look not at trading cards, not at video games, not at a mystery box, but rather a publication. Now back in the mid-'80s, pricing was kind of hard to come by, so Dr. Beckett created a magazine called Beckett's Baseball Card Price Guide. I don't know what the hell it was called, but it put prices to cards. It's been going on. It's still being published today. Values, as they are crazy. You're not going to get what the book value says for anything after 75. I mean, those cards book value $5, $6 that are in the quarter bin at the local card shop. So I don't really get the Beckett magazine. I do flip through it in Borders, though. Or Borders, I'm dating myself now. Barnes & Noble, the only bookseller that's left nationwide. And I flip through them and I read the articles a little bit, but the price guide is the majority of it, so I don't buy it. But I was on the newsstand the other day, and I found a little magazine. It's called a Beckett Vintage Collector Magazine.
Okay.
Okay, you still with me here? I know this is before your time, but I thought it was worthwhile talking about because it's a special issue. I don't know if they're ever going to come out with another one. It was $10 for 128 pages of full color goodness. Now, some of the articles in this, I should probably show you the cover for a little extended period of time. Cover, of course, Jackie Robinson and the Fabulous 50's. They got an article on the Kellogg's 3D cards. How cards of Mantle Maze Jack defined the era. Topps Felt Back, New Year Old Sets. Gum Wars, How Topps Beat Bowman. So there's a lot of cool articles in this particular magazine. I really enjoyed the How to Identify Counterfeiters article, the Collecting the Fabulous 50's. There was an interview with James Beckett.
Who's James Beckett?
He was the one who started the magazine.
Oh, okay.
My favorite was how the card wars went in the 50's between Bowman and Topps. I thought was very, very interesting. There's full color throughout. A lot of interesting articles on cards.
On cards!
Majority baseball, but also some hockey and other such things. Yes, that's horse racing. Don't hold it against them, though. The majority, again, like I said, is great baseball photography and collectibles and cards.
And cards.
And cards. Now, I enjoyed the magazine greatly. If they came out with this every other month, I would subscribe to it. If they came out with a Beckett Modern Collector that was just 128 pages of articles, interviews, behind the scenes stuff, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I don't want a price guide. I'm not paying $10 for what is considered a price guide. I could read it on the pot and be done with the whole issue by the time I'm done. So that's not value for my money. This gave me value for the money. I read it a number of times. I think you'd be interested in the 3D cards. We actually have a couple of the older ones. Yeah, they came out with this line of, for Pete's sakes, autograph cards. They came out with a line of cards in Kellogg's cereals. And you'd get a card in every box. And they had a 3D effect, like, the opening day.
Yeah.
Very similar to that, but this was 30, 40 years ago they came out with these. And they have ads, and they show the Kellogg's factory, and they show some of the sets and everything.
Cool.
Very cool.
Austin.
Yep, Pete Rose, Fred Lynn. Very cool set. I had a ton of these as a kid, and I wish I still had them. Very, very cool. A lot of interesting history. Now, magazine, let's just say, comes highly recommended. I hope Lucas someday will be sitting there and be like, oh man, I'm bored. Hey, vintage cards, interesting. I'm going to read this whole thing.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you're going to read the Junior Baseball magazine on improving your swing.
What?
But there are a few small nagging issues with this particular magazine.
What?
So there's an article, the main article here is Collecting the 50's, right? Collecting the Fabulous 50's. And it's nice, but here's my issue with it. It's the layout. So you start reading the article here, and you're reading a couple pages. You know how articles continue from page to page. So you get here, and you turn the page. There's a little more. There's an ad. Now, you turn to continue the article. There's a little bit here. Then there's a side article. Okay, well, this article will continue. Nope, there's a checklist. And then there's an ad. And then there's the Topps vs. Bowman. Topps vs. Bowman. Another sidebar. A picture of Stanley Cup. Then the article continues. It was very confusing trying to figure out where this article started and how to continue reading it. Yes. So, layout, they need to pay someone besides an intern. And the only other thing I didn't really care for is, again, layout issues. Everyone's All-American, one of the college sets, the first football set by Topps. They have the Four Horsemen down here. And that's an important card. So you go here, you get the little preamble. I'll show you the card again. You got the picture, the little history of it. And then you turn, and you get a couple more pictures. And then there's another picture with another sidebar explaining pretty much the exact same information you've already gotten 3 times. And then in the main one, there it is again. 4 times in one article. A lot of card history, full color. Give us some new information. But overall, I like reading about cards.
Okay.
Do you like reading about cards?
I've never read about cards.
So I'd probably say no to him enjoying reading about cards. But I like reading about cards. I get Non-Sport Update. I get the wrapper. I bought the vintage magazine. I used to buy Tough Stuff. I occasionally buy the Beckett in a moment of weakness. Not for the price guide, just for the cool articles or if they have variant checklists. There's something about having a print magazine. But I would definitely buy this if it came out regularly. And I would buy it if they had a more modern slant. Some of the more unique cards, a history of inserts, how they got relics in there, the first autographed insert cards, technologies, the rise and fall of the market, behind the scenes, how did they make some of these new cards, the process of getting autographs, set builders versus hit strikers, the rise of box breakers. There's so much stuff that can go into these magazines. And this, I think, is just a great start by Beckett. Highly recommended. It's on sale until October 6th, 2015, so you got plenty of time to go to Barnes & Noble. I'm sure Beckett will sell it to you online. But if you like the older cards, if you just like reading about sports cards history, highly recommended. I'm going to slide it into Luke's bookshelf, and maybe he'll pick it up and read it someday and find out a little bit about the cards his old man had when he was a kid. Though I'm not going to hold my breath.
What?
About you reading this.
Oh.
But I loved it. 2 thumbs up, highly recommended. Just get rid of the intern and pay someone to do the design so the articles flow a little better. Very cool. Looking for more from you, Beckett, instead of just these price guides that I don't know who uses them, but this is what you want to do. This is great. It's great reading material, and it's beautiful to look at full color. So, Beckett Vintage Collector, $9.99 on newsstands now. Please, if you have an interest in it, pick it up, support it, and maybe they'll come out with more such goodness instead of newsprint price guides. So, check it out, and thank you very much for watching this under 10-minute video. Very good for us. We're on a roll here. And we'll be back again real soon, ripping some more wax open, taking a look at some of the cards. We got Back to the Future 2. We got some football sets coming up. We got more old baseball cards. We got Star Wars sets on order. We got so much stuff. Along with some video game videos coming up. So please, 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 please stick with us. Subscribe, leave comments, emails, feedback. Watch this at the end of the video. You'll see how to contact us. We're on Xbox Live streaming all the time. But until next time, be safe, be good to one another, hang out, have a good time, collect cards. I'm Matt.
And I'm Lucas.
We'll see you guys again real soon. Thanks for watching, guys.